Most traders lose money in the markets not because of bad entries or bad timing. It's because they don't really understand how to look at the market structure and read which way the price is most likely to go. Today, I'm going to teach you a framework that's going to help you identify those trends better and show you what to do in case those structures break during high volatility times like times of war. So in order to find a good uptrend, we need to go back in time to when times were good, mid-September of 2025. So we're looking at NAS 100 right here. And you should just visually be able to identify the fact that this price is going up, and then it continues to go up. This is normal market structure right here. And this is when things get weird. I'm going to help you understand how to trade this, as well as understand how to trade this. So when you look at bullish market structure on the internet, you'll see images that look like this. This is perfect higher highs and higher lows, like a staircase pattern. But when you look at the actual markets, you see something more like this. It's much rougher and much harder to identify, which is where most people struggle. One way to help you identify this as the market structure is forming is to draw horizontal lines on those higher highs. So when a higher high is formed, you will draw a horizontal line. And once price breaks above that, you will be able to identify the previous higher low that had happened. Now, as price breaks out of that, creating a new high, you will then draw a line across that higher high. And until price breaks above that higher high, no higher low has been formed. So you remove these ones that are considered the noise in between the true market structure. So now we have that high, the pullback. This was the lowest point before price broke that higher high. So now we have this one and this one. Again, drawing a parallel line across the top of that new high after it starts pulling back will help you identify what the next higher high is going to be. And then the higher low, instead of looking at all of the noise, you will identify the lowest one and ignore the ones that are just adding more noise to your charts. And you continue to do this. And in this way, you can continue to trade the market momentum, the bullish market momentum in this case. And again, you'll keep doing this until you see a shift in momentum. But the most important thing that you want to focus on is being able to identify and be patient and wait for candle closures. Wicks below previous structure are again just noise. You want a candle closure below previous structure to determine if price is going to change direction or change trend to becoming bearish from bullish. Now that we've created more structure and removed a lot of noise from this bullish price action, you'll be able to see it much more clearly. Having definitive closes above previous structure, that's the stronger indication, not all the little movement between called the noise. Okay, so now let's identify some bearish market structure that we've been having lately due to the current political climate that's happening. Again, you'll be able to visually see when price is going down as opposed to what I showed you before when price was going up. So what you first want to do, again, is identify your lows. And once price has broken that previous low and retraces again, these are your new lows. The highest point between those two lows is going to be your lower high. Now, when you're trying to identify when price starts reversing and you get like these 1 or 2 candle reversals and then continuations, I want you to be patient a little bit and wait for a few more candles to form. You see how there was like 4 candles here for this retracement and 5 candles here for this retracement? These 1 or 2 candles, you can just be a little bit more patient and wait for 2 or 3 candles to form. There's a reason why I like to wait, because there's certain Fibonacci levels that I like to look at when I'm looking at this market structure. And again, you want candle closures above previous structure to nullify the current trend. So in this case, it was a downtrend, no candle closures above that previous lower high. So a continuation kept happening. And we didn't have a continuation until way over here. Now again, currently this starts to look messy, but if you just keep in mind multiple candles up, waiting for price to break and close below that, that's still bearish market structure. Now, once we start having candle closures above the previous higher lows, that's when we know that price structure is broken. And what I want you to automatically assume is not huge reversal, let's capture this move. What I want you to assume is consolidation. That because momentum stopped, price is most likely to consolidate, not fully reverse. So your new consolidation zone is now this. And if you want to continue trading the trend because you're a trend trader, you do not trade this while it is in this box. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Now what I want to show you really quick is this bullish market structure. Now when you're looking for entries for this market structure, what I want you to do is continue to draw Fibonacci levels or a Fibonacci retracement tool on these higher highs and higher lows. So once you've identified a strong pullback after a break of a higher high, from the low to the high, I want you to draw a Fibonacci retracement tool. And what I want you to do is put limit orders in anywhere from the 0.5 to the 0.618. Just for visual reference, we're going to put our position tool in between the 0.5 and the 618. The stop loss at that previous low, the higher low in this uptrend, and a take profit at a higher high. Because worst case scenario, market will reverse on us, breaking that previous structure of the higher low, and or consolidate, creating a double top in this uptrend. And this has two effects. It makes your trading make more sense, and it keeps you from jumping into a trade too early. Whereas you have pending orders, you know, and you're waiting and you're being calm and patient, and you just let the trade happen as you think that the market structure should continue. Now, looking at these sections that become messy and breaking the market structure, if we just quickly draw our continuation of our market structure, it wasn't until right here that we broke the previous higher lows on multiple occasions. And again, that automatically assumes a period of consolidation. You do not trade until the price breaks out of this range. Now, if you do feel the urge to trade this type of stuff, which I highly do not recommend, what you can do is use your Gann box tool. Here are the settings to my Gann box, and you draw this Gann box within that rectangle from the high to the low. And if you want to trade this, which I again highly don't recommend, you will only buy at the bottom of this range and sell at the top of this range. So if you entered in a buy position right here, you would wait for the price to get into the top area and then you would sell, making a profit on a consolidation trade. If you are in the top of this range, you would sell, and then when it got to the bottom of the range, you would close the trade and make a profit, again trading the consolidation. This is not fun. It doesn't feel good, especially when you get stopped out constantly because price is wicking above and below and capturing liquidity. These areas kind of make me want to puke. I avoid them. So hopefully this gave you a better viewpoint on how market structure works and how you can draw your market structure and have a visual representation so that it avoids all of the miniature noise in between the higher highs and the higher lows, or the lower lows and the lower highs. If you guys got some value out of this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. See you in the next one.